Hey guys, welcome back to Low League 2 Legend. Today, instead of the first game of the season in the league, we're going to be playing the first qualifying leg, or the third qualifying round, first leg against Sivaspor, who, if you don't remember, we actually played last season in the fourth qualifying round. So we managed to beat them then. Hopefully, we'll be able to beat them today. We'll just look at the fixtures. We played pretty well. We were in the Friendly Cup semi final, or the Friendly Cup, where we got smashed off of Watford in the final of it. But apart from that, everything else in pre-season went pretty well. We also beat Premiership. We also beat Aberdeen in the Premiership. So that went pretty well. We have spent near enough all of our money, and I think this season is going to be basically a challenge for third place. I want to get closer to third place. We might actually have a chance of getting into second place because, as you can see from the league, Celtic have been deducted points because they're in administration. So some dodgy dealings going over on at Celtic in this save. Let's focus more on us. Let's have a look at the transfers. This has been the biggest transfer window yet. We've spent quite a lot of money. We've brought in also quite a lot. We've brought in 10 million. We've spent 30 million. Not all of these deals are up front. You know me, with my transfers, I like to a wee bit up front and then the rest over the next few years. Don't think we knew Ewan was going at the end of the season, so nothing happened at the end of last season, but Goodmanson has now finally left for 1.1. Pelomati's away. Wilson Balde, we ended up having to sell to Benfica for 4.2 million. He wanted to leave. I'm absolutely devastated that this guy's away. He is going to be a star in the future. He was fine until he never got picked for a Portugal squad. And then he said he wanted to leave so he could get into the Portuguese team. But he's away. Gutted that we've not been able to keep him. So next was St. Luke. He was away to Toulouse for 5 million. I can't actually remember why he wanted to leave, but he did for some reason. He had a really good season for us last season, and we're in Europe, whereas Toulouse aren't, like, they're not even in the top league. So I don't understand why he wanted to leave, especially to Toulouse, but he is. And Acevedo is away. He went on near enough pennies. We brought him in for nothing anyway, so we still made a profit. But he's away. He never played much last season. But into the signings that we've made. Right, so the first one we've signed is Branian Ojeda. He's come in for 875k. I think that's actually kind of a steal for the player of this guy's calibre. He can play in the box to box or Mazzala role, and he can also play in the defensive midfielder role. So pretty happy with him. Next is Lucas Barrios, who has come in. He's 19 years old, 1.6 million. He 3-star current ability, 5-star potential. He looks as if he's going to be another world beater that we've managed to find. So he's come in. We're going to be playing him as the Mazzala. He's actually been starting instead of Lacerda, and he's been absolutely tremendous for us. He was the one that scored the goal against Aberdeen. Next, I'm going to butcher this guy's name as well, but Marco Bresciani. I'm just going to call this guy Marco because I'm just going to keep butchering his name. But we've signed him for 11 million, not all of it up front. So he has come in. He can also play Mazzala or the box to box midfielder, but he's also like a direct replacement if we need somebody in that deep line playmaker role. Next is Vinicius Tobias, who I'm over the moon that we've actually managed to sign. He has come in at right back. He's 3.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential. He could hopefully grow into the Dumbarton version of Roberto Carlos, but on the left hand side. He's just going to bomb up and down that wing, flinging in crosses, and hopefully our strikers can stick them in the net. But he's come in. He left Shakhtar on a free, who he played for quite a lot last season. I don't understand why nobody else has picked him up, but we've got him, and I'm absolutely over the moon that we've managed to pick him up. Next, Fraser Sharp is on loan from Fulham. He is a 20-year-old Scottish already international. He is 3.5 star current ability, 5-star potential, 26 million already as well. He's a complete forward, and he looks as if he's going to be the main striker at our club this year. Last but not least, Victor Christensen, we brought in from Leicester. He is the St Luke replacement at left back. 3.5 star current ability, 4-star potential. He came in 14.75 million. Not all of it up front, as usual, but I feel that we've got two really, really strong wing backs in the club now. So this is the team that we're actually looking to work with. We've brought up Alex McGregor. He is actually the best goalkeeper at the club, apparently. So he's actually been starting, and he's played not bad. Mainly because Clemente is injured. That's why he's starting. But we've also brought in Marcus Grant. He came up because we don't really have another striker. He is homegrown, and he came through our last youth recruitment. And he's actually started the last couple of games because Fraser Sharp picked up an injury, but he's fully fit, so Sharp will probably just switch him. We're pretty strong in every department now. Kane Wilson is actually wanting to leave, so Fulham's in for him. So that was another reason why I wanted Vinicius Tobias. Only position I'm kind of like iffy around is centre back. We never brought in any centre backs whatsoever. So we've got Tristan Dale, Ben Nelson, Yao Francisco, and obviously Beraldo, who is wanted by Palmeiras, but hopefully we can keep him. But I'm going to keep an eye out for a centre half because I think we're going to need it at some point. But anyway, we're just going to get stuck into today's probably only game because I've already waffled on about the transfers. I don't want it to go on too long. We'll play the first leg today, and then the next episode we'll probably do these two games here, so you'll get to see the both legs anyway. But apart from that, so let's just switch these players around. So this is the team that we're going to send out against Sivaspor. McGregor in goals, McGregor in goals, Tobias, Beraldo, Nelson, Christensen at the back, Marco, Ojeda, Barrios, and Maldonado in midfield, Sharp and Manzilla up front. I've not even got a chance to actually start my usual intro to the game, but we're already 1-0 up inside 2 minutes. That was a good header from Marco. As you can see, we've set that guy's nickname just to Marco because I'm just going to keep butchering his second name, so apologies if that offends anyone, but I'm Scottish. My pronunciation of certain names, especially foreign ones, is absolutely atrocious, so I'm going to do that quite a lot if there's names I just can't say. But Christensen is injured, and we don't have a left back on the bench. Well, Beraldo is going to need to go out there, and I think Dale's going to need to come in. That could be a problem. That could be a major problem because I don't think Dale is ready for the first team yet, and we nearly went 2-0 up there. But hopefully the rest of the midfield and my goalkeeper can protect him a wee bit. You never know, he might surprise us. I've seen players like that before turn out to be world beaters. All they need is a few games under their belt. Maldonado with the free kick towards back post, and it bobs around, and Fraser Sharp gets his first goal of the season for us. That was a really good cross to the back post and a good header back across. I've also forgot to put on our own set piece tactics. I really need to remember to do that. But we're nearly in again there. But they're coming at us. They're in behind. Dale managed to get enough on the ball, and it goes into McGregor's hands. So, free kick. Marco to take. Don't know how good he is at free kicks. And just over. Just over from Marco. So I think Colin Haight for. We'll do that. We'll switch them. So Ojeda can come off. And I think Mansella can come off for Lago. I was kind of wanting to bring on Grant, but I want Sharp to get a full game under his belt. And they're in behind us now, and McGregor pulls off a good save, manages to tip onto the post, and then smother it at the second attempt. We also need to play Hay a lot more this season, which, to be honest, I was going to do anyway, because Man United came in for him, and we rejected it, and for some strange reason, he was happy to be a star player at Dumbarton rather than going to Man United, so we'll need to play him a lot more. And they've just brought a goal back. Mohamed, well, good finish. Can't really take that away from him. But hopefully we'll be able to pick up another one. I'd like to take a 2-goal lead getting into the second leg, especially away from home. Beraldo passes it in. Maldonado can't get it on target. It was just in front of the front post there. He couldn't manage to get it back across the goal. But he's taken the latest free kick, and Sharp flung the sail at it, but just couldn't get on the end of it. So 10 minutes. We'll pause that because that's a highlight going on. So Pompetti can come on for Marco. And I think Lacerda can come on for Barrios. I know he's been playing well, but we've got quite a few games in a short period of time, so I don't really want to pick up any injuries, basically. But they're coming at us. Dale is beaten again with pace. I still think he's just too young. And that was a weird highlight. But Pompetti tried to win the ball back, but couldn't. We really need to try and get in their faces here, because the longer they're on the ball, the easier it is for them to nick a goal here. They're in behind. Well, not them behind, but that is the second goal I was fearing that we were going to let in. Dale is not the established player yet. He's still only 18. Like, to be honest, he might not actually be the star player that we thought he was going to be. But to each, it just never went the way we wanted it to. The injury kind of hampered us, and maybe I should have left it a wee bit longer before I made the subs. But I think so. I'm obviously going to play Hibernian off line, and then I'll be back for Sivaspor and Motherwell. I think between episodes, I need to try and bring in a decent centre back. Hopefully, we don't pick up a lot of injuries. João Francisco is out for 8 days, so he's not out for that long. But anyway, next episode, it'll be Sivaspor second leg, and then Premier Sports Cup second round against Motherwell. So I'm just going to leave this episode here. If you liked it in any way, please leave a like down below. If you'd like to see more Football Manager 23 content on the channel, please subscribe, turn notifications on, and thank you very much for watching.